Hey, welcome to FSH Podcast. For Fantasy Sports Help, we're doing podcasts on football right now. You could subscribe to us for our newsletter at fantasysportshelp.com or visit us at Twitter at FSH Sports. I'm here with Leland.
Yeah, it's FSH Sports?
Yeah, FSH Sports. That's our Twitter handle, FSH Sports. It's like a tongue twister.
Oh, we already did some of the other...
Well, yeah, now we're continuing our... Tier
it's like
2.
the second half of it because it's pretty long.
Well, yeah, this is going to be from tier 4 to tier 6. This is going to be from ranking 16 to 32. So the bottom half. We did the top half first, and we have an article on that, and also listen to that podcast. It's really informative. It's a great one for you guys, just as all our podcasts are for you guys.
I mean, try to be.
We try
as
to
much
be
as
good
possible.
for you guys. Yeah. And also, we're doing some. You can check out our YouTube channel. We're doing
we do
some mock
baseball
drafts
stuff too.
And we're doing baseball right now. So our newsletter
It's coming
is
up in the
baseball oriented.
All-Star break right now.
You could definitely subscribe to our newsletter for baseball. It's heavily updated, and every day we offer streaming pictures. So that's something that's good. And then we have a Monday morning newsletter that offers a big recap, a lot of prospects, injury news.
Yeah, but back to the way too early football content that we're about to do. Where are we at in the season right now? It's July 15th, so I don't think anyone's even bothered to really...
It's not getting that early because it's July 15th, but think about it like this. In 2 more weeks, August 1st, it's kind of in full effect, so we're kind of
When
not...
is the first preseason game?
First preseason game is September 6th. It's a Thursday.
That's still a while.
So it's like, for all you fantasy guys out there, you're probably going to be drafting around that weekend, which is like Saturday is going to be the 1st of September, or like August 31st is going to be that Friday. So you know what I mean? So it's like you're drafting either late August or like early September right there.
I think we should cover a little bit of the last tier just because I have some people that were in it that are also going to be mentioned now in the second part.
Yeah, I do too, because it's funny. I'm looking right now, so the top of my list
real quick, let's just go over the last tier before the fourth one. Just to say, like, like, for example, Phillip Rivers is somebody you mentioned for your third tier, but he's in my fourth. So.
Yeah, he's in my. Yeah, I have him a little higher than you there, and you also have Pat Mahomes in your tier,
third tier, right?
So, and I have him actually right at the top of my fourth tier. So we'll start at 17. I got Pat Mahomes right there, and you have him in tier 3.
Yeah, just because
you're high on him.
There's so much around him, and I trust Andy Reid.
I'm just a little like the reason why I have him ranked lower is not that I don't like him. I see he's got good college stats. It's just that
well, for 2 years, and he only played 7 games in his 2014 season, but 2015, 2016.
Just for me, I'm only putting him in tier 4, and he's right at the top of my tier 4. It's because I'm not sure about the NFL proven stuff. So we'll have
it's
to
also
see
Texas
that.
Tech. I thought it was a really good system just for putting up offensive numbers. So it's hard to go by the stats. I mean, he had 41 touchdowns and 10 interceptions his junior year before.
So then you kind of wonder about the competition and all that stuff. Because that's a lot of touchdowns. But that does mean he's a good heavy arm guy. So it means he's not like a
heavy arm.
I don't know, a strong arm quarterback.
There's a lot of people there now. Well, there already were, but they brought in Sammy Watkins. They already had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Kareem Hunt, Sharkandrick West, Albert Wilson. So there's a lot of people to throw to. And Spencer Ware, I don't know what he's going to be when he turns, but that's why I had him tier 3. I mean, 3, 4, it's basically right there. And then at 17, I have Phillip Rivers, who you had in the third tier. So
yeah, it's funny. You have.
Do you want to explain why?
Yeah, I think Phillip Rivers is consistent each year, and he's gonna kind of keep those numbers up. Like I think he's gonna get somewhere around like 28 touchdowns, like last year he had. So he could be replicating it again. I wouldn't be surprised.
He is pretty consistent. 28 last year, 33 the year before that, 29 the year before that, 31, 32. It's just.
So to me, I was like thinking about with Rivers, he's a guy. You know how like we're watching kind of like especially Eli, and we're watching like Roethlisberger kind of deteriorate a little bit. I feel like Rivers has kind of been around the same spot for a while, like the past couple of years, kind of doing the same stuff. So I think he's gonna keep it up.
Yeah, Eli is garbage compared to what Rivers is doing right now.
Yeah, like he's having a better later career. You know what I mean? Like if you look at it. So like 18th on my list. I got Alex Smith, and we actually both have Alex Smith at the same spot.
Yeah, he's. I don't know. People find him extremely boring, but he's also very consistent. And I just, I don't know. I don't really trust the Redskins as a team, but I do think they can put up some points with Crowder and Josh Doxson. I don't know what you're going to get out of Jordan Reed, but Vernon Davis is a good backup. They brought in Paul Richardson. They have Chris Thompson to throw to. I mean...
Yeah, I think he's going to do good there. I think he's...
I don't know how much of Kansas City and Andy Reid was why he was productive, because he went from the Niners where he didn't do as well.
I think he's just a short passing quarterback, and he's going to kind of be good wherever he does that. He doesn't throw a lot of picks. Like, what's his, like, do you have Alex Smith's numbers? What's his picks number, like, for the past
5
years?
Then 8, then 7, then 6, then 7,
Look at
then
that.
5, then 5.
So we're Giants fans, and we're used to, our quarterback throwing about 20 a year. So it's like, when you look at it like that, like, a 5-pick year is ridiculous.
He also has pretty good rushing stuff sometimes. He had 355 with 1 touchdown, and then he had 134 yards, but 5 touchdowns.
He does that,
and then he had 498 and 431, so he can get rushing yardage.
He does a lot, like again, he likes that short game stuff. But besides from doing the little short passes, he'll do these little short, like, chip runs.
He's like a lesser Russell Wilson type, but obviously not as much upside.
So 19th on the list, I have Derek Carr, and you have Jameis Winston,
who's suspended for the 3 games from the Uber driver groping.
Yeah, he's suspended. I have him 20th, so we have him pretty much same spot there. So he's right.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time knowing what to do with him, because you have to factor in the games he's gonna miss. But I don't know. He was on pace to have like 5,000 yards. He threw for 3,500 in 13 games.
Well,
so.
I also think he has like one of the best receivers in the league. In his like in his pocket there.
Yeah, but other than that, they also have 2 good tight ends in Brate and Johnson, or no, OJ Howard, and then they have Deshaun Jackson. So, and that
He's
little white
old,
guy, the Humphreys guy, whatever. He's like a shitty Cole Beasley type, but
old Deshaun
he's
Jackson.
a gym rat.
Yeah, exactly. Gym rat.
He's the hardest worker on the team, and he's a good clubhouse guy.
Good clubhouse guy. Then you got Case Keenum at 20 for Denver.
Yeah, I just I trust Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders to provide him with enough and to be serviceable. I don't think anyone on Denver is going to be that great, and they have Jake Butt at tight end, who's a decent sleeper.
It's kind of why I have him like a little bit lower, but I do. I'm like kind of on the fence of what he's going to do. So
next 1 year does seem fluky, also for the Vikings.
Yeah, but that's why I feel like I have him ranked.
But
we're in tier 4 right now. I have him ranked
because
tier 5.
Shermer was so good of a coach or whatever, offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it was.
Because as a Giant fan, you're kind of hoping that coaching works out.
They call him the quarterback whisperer, so maybe it's a thing. So I got Dak Prescott, and you got Derek Carr. We talked about Derek Carr, so let's talk about Dak Prescott right here.
It's just
you kind of know what he is. Yeah, he looks like Predator.
The rushing stuff will be there to help his value and floor. I don't really know what they did with their receivers this offseason. I mean, Jason Wynn obviously retired and Des Bryant became a free agent, but to only bring in Allen Hurns and not really draft anybody and to have Cole Beasley and I don't know.
But at the same time, they're based off the running game, and I think just any receivers plugged in here is going to be good because the defenses are really going to be faked out by Elliott, so... You got receivers open, so he needs.
If they're stacking the box to stop Elliott,
passes.
then you would assume that there's less secondary out there in the field, right? I don't know. I don't really want him on any teams, but I'm also biased.
So at 22, and I see like you're at 23, so you're just in the tier 5. I'm putting Eli there because Eli's gonna I think have a full season with Odell Beckham, so he's gonna have a full season.
Not if he holds out.
No, that's gonna get done. Come on, like that's all just. Speculation for ESPN to talk about. That's just for we're talking fantasy. Odell Beckham's going to be playing week 1. We know that as fantasy.
I don't know. I
think that's true. I mean, unless that drug stuff becomes a thing, which doesn't seem like that disappeared from the media. Remember that? His whole the coke stuff and
no, I don't remember.
He was eating pizza with some hot girl, and there was coke and some weed or something, smoking a blunt.
And he felt the need to take a picture of that and share it with everyone.
She was taking a picture and put it on her Instagram, and he got kind of caught or something.
Oh, he got called out there.
It's like she's like a model.
Put out there.
Yeah, exactly. But that seemed to disappear. So I think he's playing a full season, and I think you're gonna have Evan Engram, and you're gonna have Sterling Shepard playing full season.
No, he won't.
I mean, he'll miss a few games.
He'll never play a full year.
He's a small guy. He could get hurt.
Yeah, I don't know. Eli looks done to me.
Same thing with Odell. He's not a big guy. He could get hurt easily too. Again,
I'd rather have. I'd rather have a lot of people over Eli, but I'm trying not to be.
Well, Eli's on his way out. You know what I mean?
They gotta get.
Unfortunately, as
Webb in there.
I mean, I don't think it's either the Giants rostered quarterbacks, but that's the next Giants quarterback or anything. But
well, just going back to Derek Carr real quick, I just want to say, like, you know, he does have some upside, but
the upside also. What do you think about Gruden taking over? Do you think that's gonna help? I think it could.
It only can, because if you look at his numbers, they've been regressing instead of getting better.
And like, I know Gruden's talked about how he's a guy he's liked for a long time, so it was a team he wanted to go to because maybe he thinks he could help his numbers. You know,
he's had some decent seasons, and he almost had 4,000 yards with 32 touchdowns and 13 picks, and then 28 and 6. But
the
entire offense looked terrible last year. I think they just needed to bring somebody else in.
That's kind of why I have him kind of a little higher on my list. All right, so now on your list you have we got Tyrod Taylor here.
Yeah, we're working in tier 5 now.
Yep.
There's just so much there in that offense. I mean, it's Josh Gordon, Corey Coleman, Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb, Carlos Hyde, Duke Johnson, Njoku. There's so much in that offense, and their offensive line's decent.
Let's ask this though. Seemingly, he looks like he's the week 1 starter, but is he the starter for the rest of the whole season in Cleveland? Do you think Baker Mayfield comes in?
Well, you probably have to think of it in terms of this. If they're winning games, they're probably not going to take Taylor out. If they're losing, then they probably will bring in Mayfield, yeah.
You think the Browns are going to be winning games?
I don't know. It's the Browns.
Yeah, they're not winning games. I think I can predict that now.
They're going to be an interesting team to bet on because they'll probably be favored in games they wouldn't have been last year, and they'll still lose them. Yeah. So
at best 3 wins.
I don't know.
Probably at best.
Whether they win or lose games, I don't care because Tyrod Taylor could put up numbers
he's putting up numbers
of that.
But is he the quarterback the whole time? Because if they're losing games, they're going to be putting in Mayfield. That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
I don't know. You don't draft for.
You draft for week 1, I guess, right?
Well, and put it this way: if Taylor has a good 4-game stretch, then you can flip him.
Also
in a trade.
So also,
and not
guys,
have to worry about Mayfield taking over.
Also, guys, we've been doing mock drafts, and to tell you the truth, drafted quarterbacks stop around at Pat Mahomes. I've seen Alex Smith.
You're not doing a 2-quarterback league or anything, or a super flex.
All these guys we're talking about right now, like Alex Smith and Tyrod Taylor and Eli, they're available at the end of the draft. They're still in your league, just
but these are more picks now for 2-quarterback leagues or super flex.
Definitely, that's exactly what they're before.
All right, so you have Case Keenum a lot lower than I
got him lower just because of the whole. I think he's not with Shermer. I think he was hyped. I think he's gonna. I think Denver hasn't really done good with their past 2 quarterbacks, even though maybe talent alone was it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I don't know how much talent really is.
I can't ignore Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders being there.
They're really good, yeah. But yeah, no, that's definitely true.
I wouldn't say really good. They're okay.
I'd say they're really good receivers. They're also
they used to be really good. Now they're on the way down.
No, but the funny thing is you have I like the veteran guys in the NFL. I know you're more of the young. I like the veteran guys in the NFL, and I think of those dudes as solid NFL. You know, it's almost like Fitzgerald. We're talking about this. I think he's over 100 reception guy this year too, even without like having like Palmer there.
All right.
He's done it for the past 3 years. You know, that kind of thing.
But you can get 100 receptions with a low average per catch and not give a lot of yardage or get touchdowns. You know.
Yeah, but it's still going to bring fantasy
if I'm not playing full PPR, then I care about receptions.
Oh no, he's a standard guy. If you're playing PPR, yeah.
All right, so I have Eli 23. I mean,
you have 1 pick back.
I'm looking at it now. I probably rather have Tyrod Taylor, even without him playing a full season. Eli's just done.
You think he's done?
It's looking like it. If you can't, I don't know. If you can only look good when Beckham's on the field, then you're done to me.
If you're giving, well, yeah, but
what if Beckham's not playing? Then you're garbage.
But here's the thing: what they have when there wasn't Beckham. You're talking about him being
Shepard and Brandon. Oh no, Brandon Marshall was.
These guys were hurt too, man, and so was Shepard. There was weeks.
Green, I don't know.
There was 3 weeks.
Gallman.
There was 3 or 4 weeks where there was no I'm saying like all these guys were out. Where it was no Shepard, there was no Odell Beckham, there was no Marshall. You only had your tight end. There was a couple weeks where it was like you didn't have Shepard. I mean, Marshall and Beckham went out the whole year, so it's like, can you really base him being shitty off having nothing there?
Well, and McAdoo was the coach,
and then McAdoo was the coach. So it's like, and then also we have Shermer who coming off a hot year. So is I don't know.
You're being a little more optimistic.
I'm being a little more optimistic on it. But like, and also I think if you look at the draft in the mock drafts, you're seeing, Barkley and you're seeing Odell Beckham go really high. I mean, is that just hype? Is it the fact that they are going to get 10 touchdowns maybe each?
No,
maybe 8 each.
Maybe.
Hopefully, maybe 10 for Beckham. He
needs a
lot of
players that get 10 to like just pencil them in automatically for that number.
No, yeah, definitely not. But if you're a top receiver,
all right, I'm betting the Giants.
Well,
Number 25, Blake Bortles.
And
gotta put him somewhere.
You got Dalton over here.
Yeah, because I don't know, like Dalton's.
I have him one pick under, so we pretty much have Blake Bortles and Dalton in the same spot. So let's talk about Bortles
decent
and Dalton.
Seasons. I mean, he's thrown for over 4,000 yards, well over.
Eifert's healthy.
He's had 33 touchdowns, 20 interceptions is a lot. He throws a lot of interceptions, but then he had like 25 and 7, which is not bad.
Very Eli-like.
But I don't know. He's not that bad.
No, not at all. He's going to put up touchdowns, and Eifert's going to be healthy this year.
Injured the whole time.
And you think he's going to be hurt?
Yeah, but going back to Blake Bortles, obviously the rushing stuff helps his value and floor, but there's not a whole lot to throw to there.
They lost their receivers. They lost a lot of them.
Well, they brought in Dante Moncrief, and they brought in. I don't think they really brought in anyone else.
Talk about the losses.
Did they?
Well,
they lost Allen Robinson
and Hearns.
Allen Hearns. They still have Keelan Cole. They have D.D. Westbrook. They have Marquise Lee. They have Austin Severian Jenkins.
Some of these guys did really
good. Bunch of mediocre options, but still, some of them have upside. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a lot of depth guys, and they're good at that.
I feel like they're going to just try and run the ball every time anyway, and not let Bortles throw it very much. But like I said, the rushing stuff helps his floor. And then Mitch Trubisky at 27 has a decent amount of upside to me. Just because of Matt Nagy being there now from the Chiefs.
Well, I'm looking at
your list. They brought in Allen Robinson. They brought in Trey Burton.
So you got him. I got him at 27. You have him at 29 there.
Yeah, just because he hasn't really shown much yet. But out of the people in this range, I ranked a little bit more for floor than upside.
Because you kind of skipped ahead of Sam Bradford. You have him ranked high there. I'm kind of a little bit down on that team because they lost.
David Johnson and Fitzgerald are going to help.
Yeah,
and they still have Jerron Brown, and I think they brought in Christian Kirk from the draft, so they have some decent options on offense, and I don't know.
So then we got Ryan Tannehill, pretty much ranked around the same spot. He's same Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, it's Devontae Parker, Kenny Stills.
This is bottom of the barrel
Mike
stuff
Gesicki,
anyway.
Kenyon Drake. They have people on that offense that are okay, and he rushes it a little bit too. He's like an even lesser version of Alex Smith type of player.
You got Bortles. We talked about him. Then we got Flacco. I got my list here. We both got him really low.
Flacco's getting paid like he's still in the first tier.
There's also talks of him being maybe not even playing every game and having the rookie come in.
Lamar Jackson.
I don't know. Yeah,
the Ravens are pretty big mess.
It'll be probably most likely Flacco will play the whole season. We talked about Bradford. We have this is the bottom two spots. So we got Josh McCown bottom, ready for the Jets.
Is he still the Jets quarterback?
Yeah, because right now it's him and Bridgewater, and that rookie Sam Darnold, who's right now third on the. So right now Sam Darnold, who's the number 2 pick, or was supposed to be the number 2 pick for the Giants. Everyone's thinking, turned out to be number 3.
Yeah, maybe Flacco. Maybe Flacco should be below Josh McCown. Thinking about it.
You think so? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think this whole is really interchangeable.
Pretty underwhelming.
This tier 6 is where we're at.
I don't know if you remember, Josh McCown was actually somewhat serviceable before he got injured last year.
He had a few really good games, and I got lucky with those. I keep boasting about this, but I got lucky with him for a few games. So the bottom list we have AJ McCarron for Buffalo. He's the starter there. And Buffalo's had a lot of unluck.
Michelle McCoy's got a hit on his girlfriend for.
Yeah, so Buffalo's
some weird situation there.
Buffalo's having a bad
Can you imagine
time.
if they don't have LaShawn McCoy? How much worse that team can really even get?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Well, it looks like he's gonna have something.
They got Kelvin Benjamin eating himself out of the league. Zay Jones running around nude in the complex trying to get suspended for.
Well, it looks like he's not gonna play LeSean McCoy, right? I
I don't know what's going on.
We'll predict
I don't
now.
really want to speculate too much on it.
I bet you he's out.
There's dogs and babies involved.
I bet you he's out. All right, so that's pretty much
Let's
our
leave
list.
on that high note.
That's a list. Yeah, let's leave it on a high note. Yeah.
And AJ McCarron. Good luck, Bills fans.
Well, right behind LeSean McCoy, you got Chris Ivory. Chris Ivory's job just got bigger. Have a good one, guys.